So then, the final split 2 race of the day, about to get underway, and a final opportunity for Louis Draper to make good on the promise that he showed, getting that pole position, but beaten by Finn Irons in race 1, and narrowly beaten by Max Andrews, despite taking the lead back from him. It's snatched away yet again. It slipped out of his fingers. This time, he knows he has got to throw everything at stealing this one, but there's some stiff competition looking to outfox him. Into the first corner they go. It's Draper that gets there first, but look at this. It is, a little bit barging out of the way was Barnsley. Taylor Barnes getting through into the lead. That's exactly what Louis Draper did not need to happen, and Demetriades, I think, has also made a good go. And that's Walker. That's Colin Walker, I think, having another spin at the back of the field, but through the veil they come, and it is Louis Draper in second then. So Gregory did not get through, but Taylor Barnes, now a fantastic opportunity. He's been finishing higher and higher up the podium every single race. Now comes the big moment for him, under pressure from Louis Draper. He has got to keep him at bay if at all possible, and Draper, man in the red helmet, this is the man in the blue overalls, the blue and green overalls and helmet, locking away, stopping him from taking what would be a landmark win in EKS. I think Draper has taken podiums multiple times, but he's not quite taken the top spot even in the split 2. Now dearly he would love to change that. Behind them is Elliott Gregory, 6/10 behind. And Draper's through. Draper goes right up inside the veil and takes the lead back from Taylor Barnes. That's absolutely crucial now. Can Elliott Gregory get involved and halt the progress of Barnes as well? Barnes makes a small mistake that opens the window for Louis Draper, but Barnes will know if he can keep with Draper, there might be another opportunity if he can barge his way through, and he tries it again at turn 2. They're side by side for the lead. Gregory getting involved, and Oliver Coe is up to 4th now past Demetriades, and he wants a piece of the action too, as we see Gregory having a go at Draper. Whoa! Richard Levitt in the wall, and somebody else with him too. That wasn't Ash Chivers, was it? I think it might have been actually Richard Levitt and Ash Chivers hit the barrier and dropped to the back of the field. Meanwhile, Murray Ager right behind Mike Bennett in a huge scrap just inside the top 10, I believe. Levitt looks back. There's Colin Walker in between himself and Ash Chivers now, but particularly happy after that one. Meanwhile, the lead battle, actually this has gone very badly for Draper. Elliott Gregory back into second position with that bold overtake there. Louis Draper wants that second back. Barnes is absolutely adoring this. Draper gets through at turn 3 past Elliott Gregory, and yeah, you can tell Draper is just done with being barged out the way here. He wants to retake control of this race, and Taylor Barnes is looking to stop him. As look at this, Demetriades side by side with Gregory behind Oliver Coe as they go into turn 6. And somebody else getting involved in the battle as well. They just about get through the last couple of corners unscathed as they cross the line. Taylor Barnes 4/10 exactly ahead of Louis Draper then, with just under 10 minutes to go. It's Oliver Coe impressively up to 3rd position. Demetriades is 4th. Gregory is 5th. He was able to hold off Dave Rollins, who's now up to 6th. Rollins from the middle of the grid starting to impress here. Mike Bennett in 7th. I believe Kart 139 is in 8th. Lawrence Seagrave has been consistently in the top 10 in split 2. He is 9th at the moment, ahead of Kart 142. And Draper is all over the back of Taylor Barnes. Can Barnesy do anything? Right up the inside goes Draper into 6th, and Louis Draper retakes the lead. This has been so back and forth, and on all of this, Oliver Coe has been chewing his way through the order, and he's now just a second off victory. It's a three-way fight for the win. If Coe can pick off Barnes quickly here, he can maybe fight Draper for the win. Through go the top 3. Demetriades gamely holding on to 4th position, but I'm not sure he has the pace to really challenge our podium runners, but he might be able to prove me wrong, who knows. Through turn 4 they come, into the veil they go, And Louis Draper now pulling a small gap over Barnes up the inside and almost onto the grass there. Goes Oliver Coe. Can Coe complete the move? No, he can't, as it's almost free wide a few places further back behind Murriega. It's all kicking off for Seagrave and Walter in the middle of a fantastic scrap. There is Ash Chivers with the two walkers in between him once again. Look at Draper. He knows Oliver Coe's quick here. That's the main threat. He's got to see off Coe up the inside of Barnes into turn 3. This time he gets the move completed just about as we see the heads, the helmet, over the back, and it's Coe definitely ahead, but he will have to do some defending. Through Vale and onto the back straight, as Louis Draper knows he's got a brilliant opportunity here. Barnes ducks his head down, trying to retake that second position, but he's a little bit too far back. Meanwhile, absolutely titanic scrap going on behind as Carl Gaffney fights with Henry Walter for 11th position. And Lawrence Seagrave, Mike Bennett and Car 139 just holding up a train of cars there. Seagrave ahead of Bennett then. Seagrave gets back up into 8th position there. So good driving from Lawrence Seagrave as we see Carl Gaffney going wide, and that allows Adam Thompson past. Everybody throwing absolutely everything in that midfield battle, but Oliver Coe trailing Louis Draper by 1.6 seconds, and Draper 47.08, very, very good lap time last time around. Keep your eyes on Coe though, as Barnes is starting to slowly but surely lose a little bit of touch with him. Demetriades, you never know, might be able to challenge Taylor Barnes before too long. 6.5 minutes left on the clock, and Draper finally given that opportunity. He's had to fight for it though. This has been a really close contest. Demetriades now closing on the back of Barnes, but look at this, Gregory and Rollins dueling away for 5th position. Can Elliott Gregory hold on, or will David Rollins, who is his final race of the day to really come alive, be able to challenge? Oliver Coe 2/10 quicker than Louis Draper the previous lap. It's not over yet as Murriega is right behind the Gregory Rollins battle. Can Ager take advantage of this? He's trying to go around the outside of Dave Rollins. What an absolutely superb move through 6, 7 and 8. And it's Murriega that gets up to 6th position, I believe. Draper meanwhile still being caught ever so slightly, only by a 10th. That previous lap, Demetriades is all over the back of Taylor Barnes in the fight for 3rd, and we see now Gregory having to defend from Ager, and that allows Dave Rollins to get back involved. It is absolutely hectic in that fight for 5th place. There goes Demetriades still chasing Barnes, and look at this, Elliott Gregory holding on by the skin of his teeth from a train of cars. Ager looks to have lost out a little bit here. Side by side, Dave Rollins on the offensive, but not quite able to get through there. So, as they cross the line again, the order: Draper 1.4 seconds ahead of Oliver Coe. Taylor Barnes is 3rd, 3/10 ahead of Demetriades. Then it is that train of Gregory. Lawrence Seagrave having a fantastic final race of the day. Gets up to 6th position ahead of Dave Rollins. And then it is Murriega in 8th. The 142 in 9th. And Mike Bennett rounding out the top 10 from Henry Walter. Louis Draper holding up well to the pressure here. He is matching the times of Oliver Coe. Coe is only marginally quicker, and Demetriades continuing to hassle, to harass the back of Taylor Barnes. As we see Richard Levitt trying to make a move on Dan Walker in the background into turn 6, but having to back out there. 4 minutes left to go on the clock, and I think Oliver Coe knows he's starting to run out of time here. Time, of course, is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. As we now see more fighting. Seagrave and Gregory disputing 5th place. Draper actually 2/10 quicker than Coe. Coe's charge has started to hold a bit here. Demetriades making the move for 3rd position up the inside of Barnes into turn 6. and cleanly made, and there's another move. Gregory under attack from Seagrave. Ager has fought back here, and he is trying to get back into the top 5 as well. As we see Richard Levitt as well, still being held up by one of the walkers, that being Dan Walker. Goodness, Demetriades though onto the podium, as I suspected he might try, and got a feel for a bit for Taylor Barnes, leading early on, starting to lose out. There we go, Murray Ager is up to 6th, side by side. I believe that's Seagrave in kart 139, fighting away. Just under 3 minutes left to go, and Louis Draper has just got to hold on and keep matching the times of Oliver Coe. He was 2/10 slower that last lap around. Ager is signaling to the kart behind of Dave Rollins to attack Lawrence Seagrave and help him out rather than fighting Ager himself. There's still a couple of laps left to go here. Louis Draper desperate to hold on here, so all out attack at the start of this race has started to pay off, and it's put Draper in a fantastic position from what looked like a horrible start. Ager all over the back of Elliott Gregory, and Gregory cuts him off. There goes Louis Draper. You can even see he's got a lightly tinted visor as the sun goes down to enhance visibility. Murray Ager now has got past Elliott Gregory, and he's making hand gestures just to slightly intimidate. There's a whole train of karts behind them. Watch out behind, because it's Elliott Gregory, Dave Rollins, Lawrence Seagrave, and Mike Bennett all in the train there, all shuffling amongst themselves. And look at this, bad lap for Oliver Coe. He's lost 6/10 to Louis Draper. He's now 2 seconds ahead of him. But Taylor Barnes has not given up on trying to get back on the podium here. It's only 90 seconds left on the clock. We could be very, very close to the end of the race here. Possibly one more lap to go then for Draper. Oliver Coe has given it his level best, but he might be about to run out of time here. Murray Ager, meanwhile, has cleared Gregory towards the line. Comes Louis Draper. Is that the end of the race? I don't think so. I think we've still got another lap to go. Oh, just over a minute. So then this should be the final lap of the race then, as the fight over 5th position continues. Ash Chivers behind Colin Walker. Oh, making a move into turn 6. He's just gotten through there, and in fact, I am very much mistaken. The race is over, and Louis Draper has won it. Well done, Louis. It might be that they ended it a lap early, because Louis Draper doesn't seem to understand. He's been called into the pits though. It's Louis Draper that wins from Oliver Coe by 2 seconds. Demetriades steals the podium from Taylor Barnes by finishing 3rd. It's kart 139 of Murray Ager that brilliantly snatches 5th in a fantastic titanic duel with Elliott Gregory, Dave Rollins, and well done. That was a fabulous show. Well, Lawrence Seagrave was 8th. Really rose through the order unexpectedly to become part of that fight. Mike Bennett was 9th. It was kart 142, appropriately enough, given the Douglas Adams pun I made earlier, in 10th. Henry Walter was 11th. Carl Gaffney 12th. Kart 152 was 13th. Morgan Turk Somerdevere was 14th ahead of Richard Levitt, Daniel Walker, Bradley Trevitt. Kart 147. Ash Chivers did actually beat Colin Walker right at the end, despite a valiant defence from Colin, who actually peaks right at the end in his final event of the day.
We're here with Louis Draper, the winner from Split 2 Race 3. Louis, how was your race?
Yeah, it was much better. Actually converted a pole to a victory, and it was a nice battle with 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I think, as well. I was jostling for position, but in the end, got the move done. Just had this turn 7, I think. I just had the pace all day and just used the pace to pull away.
So Sandown Park done. How happy have you been with your performances today and the championship as a whole?
Championship as a whole, hit and miss. Buckmore wasn't great. First round wasn't too bad. Milton Keynes was better, and this is definitely my best round by far, I'd say, yeah.
Well, congrats on the win, Louis, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, thank you.